So how was a conclusion made that these vehicles could have Hamas gunmen in them?
I can appreciate the difficulty in understanding what transpired. We have a terrorist organization that uses these type of vehicles to mobilize within the Gaza Strip. He made, the fire support officer made a wrong connection between the gunman and these vehicles. And not knowing that these vehicles are WCK, created that connection. He didn't confirm it. The intelligence there was not intelligence beyond the visual intelligence, which was a misinterpretation of what he was seeing. This is the individual failures, the organizational failures, the coordination failures.
So they targeted the vehicle with no evidence?
We're in a war. That's
a pretty clear question,
It's a developing situation. We have an enemy that utilizes these vehicles. If you're asking, did they know that there were Hamas gunmen? No, they didn't.
Australia says it's not satisfied with your explanation and investigation. It's appointed Mark Binskin, who is a former senior military officer in Australia, to conduct an investigation. Will you be cooperating with that investigation?
I don't know. I think that is the question that needs to be referred through the government, from government to government. I don't know if that's happened, so I think we need to check that with the foreign ministry.
Well, Israeli media is reporting today that Israel and the IDF are not permitting WCK or any foreign parties, that would include Australia, direct access to any IDF officials involved in the incident. Is this correct?
I don't know.
If Australia requests all the documentation that you say you have, including video evidence, surveillance, communications, testimonies from IDF on the ground, will you provide that to Australia?
I think that that's a question, again, for the government to government. The IDF is an official body of the government implementation of the government policies. The government will determine its policy, and the IDF will operate accordingly.
There's been a lot of commentary in the Israeli media that there is now a culture within the IDF of shoot first, ask questions later. What do you say to that?
I don't accept that. I think that both from my experience and from my knowledge, and also there has been over 7,000 coordinated humanitarian movements that have been conducted throughout the course of the last 6 months in this war. So there are lots of challenges and question marks. The fog of war is not called a fog of war just for the headline. It's a reality. And yes, we feel that we have to be held accountable for the failure.